Howdy, y'all. We're back doing another edition of our 32 for 32. It is day 23, and I'm going to be doing the Dallas Cowboys. Quick recap for the Dallas Cowboys. They finished the year 7-10. Not a great year for the Cowboys down there in Texas. Dak Prescott was still their leading passer, although he was lost for the year due to injury. Look for Dak Prescott to come back in 2025 healthy and ready to go and hopefully get that Dallas team back on track. Rico Dowdle was their leading ball carrier. He ran for 235 carries, had over 1,000 yards rushing. Only ran for 2 touchdowns, but was still their best running back by far. And do we even need to ask who their best wide receiver was? It was CeeDee Lamb. Even without Dak Prescott, he still had 101 catches for 1,194 yards and 6 touchdowns. So for the Dallas Cowboys in this free agency period, they lost a significant amount of players. They lost both their backup quarterbacks. They lost Rico Dowdle. They lost Brandon Cooks. Zack Martin, their star guard, retired. They also lost edge rushers in Chancey Goldston, Carl Lewis, D lineman Linval Joseph, linebacker Eric Kendricks, and corner Jordan Lewis. And the only guy that they re-signed to keep on the team was Turpin, their punt returner, kick returner specialist. Guys, the Cowboys did sign. They signed Miles Sanders and Javonte Williams, both to 1-year deals, trying to solidify that running back room. They also signed a couple edge rushers to 1-year deals, Dante Fowler Jr. and Peyton Turner to 1-year deals. The Cowboys traded for linebacker Kenneth Murray Jr. from the Titans. They gave up the number 188 pick, that's a 6th-round pick, and they got a 7th-round pick, the 293rd pick overall in the NFL draft for this year. Cowboys also acquired Kaiir Elam from the Bills with a 2025 6th-round pick in exchange for a 2025 5th-round pick and a 2026 7th-round pick. Going into this year's draft, the Cowboys, their 3 biggest needs: offensive line, running back, defensive line. I would put running back last in that order. I believe offensive line and defensive line have a greater impact than a running back. So look for them. They have the 12th pick in the 1st round this year. Look for them to go probably defensive line, maybe O-line. I don't necessarily know how good this year's offensive lineman class is, but I know the D-line is very good. So look for them to bolster up those trenches with that 1st-round pick. For running back, they can always wait for a day 2, day 3 pick to get a running back. There's so many of them out there this draft. With their 1st-round pick, I believe the Cowboys should get a Walter Nolan from Ole Miss with that 12th overall pick. I believe that would be the best guy available at that spot. Also, probably their biggest need. All right, that's going to wrap up another edition of our 32 for 32. This was on the Dallas Cowboys. Let us know in the comments what you think they should do in this year's draft, whether they should go O-lineman, whether they should go defensive lineman, or running back. Say Genty falls to them. Do you think they should do that? I don't think so. All right, guys, y'all come back now, you hear?